ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, nerds, and whatever you would like to call yourself. We are here. Saturday afternoon. We've got the White Sox versus the Pirates. It's going to be a bangor, or banger as kids say. White Sox, they won in 5 over the Dodgers. They won in 6 over the Padres, and they won a slobber knocker of a 7-game series over the Mariners. Pirates, 1 in 5 over the Jays. 1 in 6 over the Marlins. Yep, and then won a slobber knocker of a 7-game series. Yet here, these teams have taken identical paths. In fact, in the RCS, they both broke the trend of the home team winning every game, and both won on the road to make it to the show. We've got defending champion AJ and the White Sox versus the hot up-and-coming Pirates, who are, needless to say, way ahead of schedule. But it looks like the rebuild worked. This is also exactly what happened last year in terms of the NL, where a hot lower seed team took out all 3 division winners and made it to the SCS. Then unfortunately they flopped. I think they lost in 5 pretty handily, so we shall see what happens here today. Hopefully not a repeat of that, because that would be lame. Alright, I think I've got everything set up. I think I've got the game times all correct. I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to get it all done here in one shot. I know I would love to. Leading off will be Hunter Ranowski, who has been rough the last couple starts. He was good his first one, but terrible after. Colin Gammons for the Pirates. No decisions yet in a 3 ERA. Here we go, kids. Strap on in. Good luck to both teams. Away we go. Of course, as always, we do the same as we do in the previous series, except for wildcard. We sim at 40 speed, and then when the game gets later on, if it's close, we slow it down to 20. And once we reach the elimination game, or the championship game, I guess it should be, aka once one team reaches 3 wins, go to live games to finish it off. Looking like a clean first inning, but with 2 outs in the second. Jason Gustafson singles in Plato and Amato, third base and center fielder. I am unnapped, dangerously unnapped right now, so I will probably mess some things up. Okay, you guys will shrew me if that happens. First and second, nobody out here for the Pirates in the bottom. Okay, and the game flips immediately. Lead change number 1, Michael Taylor. They're not done yet. Still no outs recorded here. There's the first one as McDonald strikes out swinging, but Michael Taylor, former rap sheet darling, who looks like shit now, but a big, oh my god, McConnell singles in, and a wild pitch makes it 5-2. 5 unanswered runs here for the Pirates. Ay, ay, ay. They do have home field advantage, as they won 95 games in the Rivera division this year. I know, I didn't keep much track of what was going on over there, but I was also shocked when I saw that number. I love that we still do the asterisk in Otano. Taylor singles in another one. That's his 4th RBI of the day. And Pittsburgh now with the old salami spread, 6-2 in the 4th. Ranowski's got to be out, right? Yeah, we are at CJ Cole is into the game for the White Sox. I believe that's the long man. The long/cleanup man, which it's unfortunate to have to put him in game 1 of the SCS, but here we are. White Sox get a base runner, but a double play will erase that. A 1-2-3 inning for Colin Gammons. Quickly 2 outs here for the Pirates. There's a 2-out single from Woodruff. Nothing cooking. 1 error apiece. I don't think any of these runs are unearned. Actually, yeah, one of them is unearned because Ronowski only has 5 runs and Cole has 0, so one of those runs is unearned, so that error was of consequence. I gotta take my sweater off real fast. Ah, yeah, AJ's right. Beck and Harold has the other run for the White Sox, so none of the errors coming into play. Jesus, Jason, my eyeballs. Bases jacked and stacked for the White Sox here with 2 away. Can they do some 2-out damage? Oh, Amato gets hit by a pitch. That'll score a run. That's all they'll get, but that gets them within 3. Now can the bullpen hold it to a 3-run lead and give the... Oh, geez, well, doesn't look like it. As second and third, they walk. Oh, my actual fucking God. Same thing happens. They load the bases, and Toby Wheeler gets hit by a pitch to retake the 4-run lead. They go to Aiden Cook in the bottom of the 6th. Yikes. Okay. This game is over. Gunner with the grander, and it's 11-3. We'll see you in game 2, folks. No offense, but I'm actually going to speed it up. Unless the White Sox do something crazy here, then we'll slow it back down, but... Okay, well, they have the bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 7th. No way. They get nothing! That is quite apt for how this game has gone for the Chicago White Sox. Now it's just up to the Pittsburgh bullpen to just walk it in slowly here. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit more. We can go right to game 2. I don't think either team will mind. Pittsburgh comes out hot. I want to say last year, the White Sox pretty much manhandled the D-backs. I know they won 1 game, but it's like the 3rd or 4th game or something. So, but not this year. Pirates come out absolutely fustigating the ball. Gunnar McCarthy, Micah Taylor, Jason Gustafson, your players of the day. Really? Jason Gustafson 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 walks is your 3rd player of the day? Surely somebody on Pittsburgh had a better line than that, but... whatever, regardless. Ronowski takes the L, and his ERA moves to 9.15. Actually, maybe Arizona did win Game 1. I can't remember. Regardless, things are looking hot for the Pirates. Alright, Game 2. Oh my God, it's Roland Otano, who's 0-2 with a 7.71 ERA. Against Sancho Ortega, who's 3-1 with a 2.57 ERA. A slight mismatch, some would say. Oops. Whatever. But Otano has experience, guys. So let's see if the vet can navigate this dangerous Pirates lineup. Well, so far Ortega's the one in trouble. Bases loaded with only 1 down here in the top of the 1st. Oh my goodness. That's a game. That's an inning-ending double play from Billy Plato. Rip the dip. Pirates get 2 guys on, but cannot convert this time. Actually, there's no scoring in the 1st inning last game as well, so... I saw Jakob's post today about the spreadsheet thing, and I knew as soon as he posted that I knew Pittsburgh is number 6, because Looked at their team in the preview, and I remember their first baseman was 30th. It's like, yeah, those are. It's nice when those are all blue and green, but that's all based on OSA, man. And OSA sometimes is wrong, believe it or not. Mitchum grounds into an inning-ending double play. Yeah, he is. It was, well, it actually didn't look like it. Well, no, it's a salty post. Let's be honest, it's a salty post. Still kind of surprises me that guys get quite as worked up as they do when a team gets hot in the playoffs. Because this shit happens it's happened lots in real life. It's not like it's a crazy anomaly for a hot team coming in. And they were hot for like a month and a half. It's not crazy for them to just keep running the table, so. But the Salt Lords be salty. Billy Plato gets the White Sox on the board first. Solo Bolo in the top of the fourth. And Pittsburgh says, yeah, we were just waiting for you to score first. We're being a gentleman. Ladies first. Go ahead and score as Rafi Hernandez doubles in Michael Taylor and Emilio McDonald doubles in Rafi. And Pittsburgh takes the lead. Leadoff man on the board in the bottom of the fifth. Ben's Woodruff. We haven't really seen his name a lot. If he heats up, White Sox are in a lot of trouble. Hankey singles second and third. They walk the bases loaded. That'll be it for Otano. 4 1/3, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Not terrible, add up by any means, but wow. And who was that? Duncan Cook got out of the jam. Yeah, I know. People are like, it seems like last year, for a long time, Pittsburgh has been a shit team, and you think like, man, this like 81 win game team is like running the table. Dude, they won 95 games in a pretty good division, so. Game is tied on a pass ball and a salami! Warren Morgan, the rookie, with a big, huge, massive, some say the biggest ever, grand slam. Puts the White Sox up by 4 in the 6th. And now it's the White Sox turns. They're getting out-hit. Last game they got out-hit. Or they out-hit the Pirates, I'm pretty sure. Lost the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But only 2 runs on 8 hits for the Pirates. 6 on 7. Make it 8 on 8! As Ferguson hits a 2-run homer. And this one's over. And I'm gonna speed it up again. Unless the Pirates have some kind of old school magic left in the tank here. That would be real throwback tar luck. But I don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to speed her up to game 2. Game 3, excuse me. And the White Sox will split the series on the road. Always nice. Bottom of the 9th. Alright, and it is a final 8-2. Ron Ferguson, Sancho Ortega. Yeah, things were going well. Maybe the early hook on the Pirate starters is starting to come into play here because Ortega was pitching well. Left the game, and it literally all went to shit the next 2 innings, so. Maybe that's an adjustment that Etten can make, as these guys will get a chance to either A, make changes, or B, request a file after Game 4. We'll see what they do. Alright, game number 3. AJ Greenberg versus Julian Schwela. Obviously, everybody knows what Schwela's done. 4-0, 1.26 ERA. Absolutely GOAT in the playoffs. Greenberg hasn't been bad. He's been pretty okay. But beating Schwela at home is a tall ass task. Let's get cooking. Sure, I have to change this on my end first, otherwise we won't see the game. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yankee with a leadoff single. Michael Taylor walks. It's first and second with only one down. Bailey gets Mendoza. Rafi Hernandez strikes out swinging. Yeah, unfortunately, Mitchum he's not gone cold. I'm not going to say he's cold, but had a few unfortunate double play timings in the last couple games. Nothing through 4. Teams no runs, 2 hits apiece. Had a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel, but Svela struck out 7 to Greenberg's 1. Second walk at the game for Svela, but nothing cooking. Turd Ferguson has heated up at the perfect time. Middle of the RCS, he seemed to turn it on, and he is hot right now. Another 2-run dinger. That puts the White Sox up 2-0. Oh, a strikeout, but a pass ball allows Rafi Hernandez to reach base. Then a single puts runners on the corners for McConnell. Uh-oh, the pass ball might come into play here. McDonald steals second base to take the double play out of it, but somebody got out in the meantime. And Woodruff doubles, so the pass ball does come into play. I'm not sure how that doesn't count as an error. Svela will get an earned run on that one. Kind of a scam, if you ask me. But the Pirates will tie the game, and more goofy shit happens to the White Sox. But they answer back immediately. Ortomato triples in Rivera. And they retake the lead here. They have a guy on third with nobody out, but they can't sack him in, it looks like. No, they can't. That's unfortunate. Gotta get that guy in from third with nobody out. Yankee leads off with a single in. Oh, that's it for Svela. 4 2/3 innings pitched. Those 10 strikeouts must have come at the cost of a lot of pitches. So we're into the bullpen. Beck and Harold. A very tentative 1-run lead here for the White Sox. I'm sure they would love to add more. The bullpen has been mediocre at best, I will say. Nothing for Pirates in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll slow it down here once we get to the 8th. Tyndall into the game for Pittsburgh. And I did not have A.J. Greenberg pitching more innings on my bingo card than Svela. All right. Top of the 8th, we'll slow her down. It remains 3-2. Top of the 8th, Biggs in for a second inning of work, and Woodruff leads off with a single. He seems to be sort of waking up from his mini slump here. Doubled into 2 runs to tie the game. Wheeler strikes out looking. Hankey's 2 for 3 today. He strikes out swinging. Gunnar McCarthy, and they go to the closer to get the 4-out save. Aiden Cook into the game. And he gets McCarthy to fly out. White Sox last chance for insurance here. Looks like KJ... Is it KJ Tyndall? I think it is, right? Yeah, KJ Tyndall. He gets through clean. Here we go. Top of the 9th. Aiden Cook. Can he close this game out for the Pirates? Excuse me. It wouldn't even give Svela the win, sadly. He was 1/3 of an inning off from it. Michael Taylor leads off with a single. Mendoza strikes out swinging. Rafi Hernandez. He's 0 for 3 today. He's a slap hitter, though. Not much of a power guy. He has some pop. Strikes out looking. Emilio McDonald, the last chance for the Pirates here. He walks. That brings Jake McConnell to the plate. A wild pitch moves the runners. Cook's gone. Tahara comes in to try to clean it up. Oh my God. It's over. Wow. The White Sox sure tried to throw it away. Literally with a wild pitch. But they will hang on for the one-run win. Out hitting Pirates by 1 as well. Jesus, I was nervous there, and this isn't even my team. AJ Greenberg, Sean Ferguson, Benz Woodruff, excuse me. What a goofy name, Benz. Yo, bro. Named him after a car or what? So the White Sox hold serve, so to speak, at home, go up 2-1. If they win this game, we're going to go to live. Again, there'll be, sounds like changes DM'd or a file will go up. Alright, let's get to game number 4. Looks like Colin Gammons versus Lyle Lundquist, who is 2-0 with a 4 ERA. Gammons with a 3.5, no decision here. Here we go. Game number 4. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to have a nap after this before I do the file. I don't want to make any mistakes. Sean Ferguson strikes first for the White Sox once again. This time he doubles in Chris Colmer. And the White Sox are up 1-0 here in the first. This is the first game with first inning scoring, I believe. I think the homer from Ferguson last game was in the second inning, so. Well, there's 2 more runs. Rohan Riley doubles in Ferguson and Plato. A 3-run lead. Oh, it's not who I said it was. It's Gerard Robichaux pitching for the Pirates. Who was it that was Gammons or something was scheduled? So Lundquist staked to a 3-run lead. Let's see if he can navigate the Pirates lineup here. Keep his team up by this 3-run lead. And I don't think this is his last, he's not retiring, right? I don't think so. I was going to say this is potentially his last playoff series. But did he say he's retiring? Wrong file. Dude, I don't want to make any mistakes in the offseason, though. That's... Well, I'll see how I feel. See how quickly this goes, actually. Signed for $1 million. Alright, so he's due to come back. I mean, he is contributing to the success of the team. Here he is in Game 4 of the SCS, pitching a shutout so far. Runners on the corners for the Pirates with 2 down, though. Lundquist will get out of it. Robichaux had that rough first inning. He seems to have settled down since then. Yeah, gets an inning double play from Moore Morgan, so... That 3-run first, the big difference here. Both pitchers seem to be locked in from that point forward. Michael Taylor leads off and steals second here in the third. Ground out moves him over to third. He is sackable. Woodruff singles him in. Pirates are on the board, and that'll be it for Lundquist. 4 1/3. Becken Harold into the game to relieve the starting pitcher. Once again, he walks Toby Wheeler. Puts the double play in order, but a sac fly will score Mendoza. And it's now a 1-run game. Both those runs charged to Lyle Lundquist. But 4 and a third, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Ain't too shabby. Nothing for the White Sox in the bottom of the 5th, top of the 6th. Another 3-2 game. Can the White Sox bullpen navigate this one once again all the way to the end? Obviously, some of the guys who pitched yesterday are going to be tired. It might be different looks this time. Ethan Redding with a 1-out single will score Capote to tie the game. So I guess the answer to that is no. This time the Pirates get that run to tie the game up. Hits are exactly where they were yesterday too, 8-7. Don't know if they'll stay that way. Wow, Ben Woodruff reaches on catcher interference. Bro, and Toby Wheeler gets hit by a pitch. How much goofy shit can happen to one team? But a ground into double play from Mendoza. Absolute rally killing double play there. Catcher interference. You gotta be kidding me, dude. AJ Tyndall into the game for the Pirates here. Trying to keep it tied at 3. That's Uriel Mitchum behind the plate, by the way. Dude has like an 80 fucking catcher rating. Like, come on. Alright, tied at 3 in the top of the 8th. Slow her down. Gunnar Dahlman comes into the game. We didn't see him yesterday. Because it's a big time game, baby. Because your coach gets nervous and goes, yeah, you gotta run. Just run, bro. Just run. Yeah, it's dumb. Very dumb. Nothing for the White Sox in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, KJ Tyndall returns to the mound. Ferguson with a 1-out double, and Uriel Mitchum scores him with a single. And there's another one, another single scores Mitchum. It's 5-2 on 8th inning runs. And once again, White Sox will go to the 9th with a slim lead, a little bigger than yesterday, though. I don't know, is Etten here? Is he watching? I'm assuming AJ wants changes or a foul, I'm not sure. Top of the 9th, Aiden Cook into the game. Gets Michael Taylor to line out. I don't know if AJ, are you going to DM me your changes? Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, a foul. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. I can throw a foul just like yesterday. We'll take a 10-15 minute break. It is a final. The Pirates are down 3-1, so we're going to live games. Ferguson, Jared Robichaux, and Uriel Mitchum, your players of the game. This is what happened last year, man. Arizona won one game, but the White Sox just snuck through the rest of them. I think it was a little more lopsided towards the White Sox. I mean, Pittsburgh is hanging. Just not getting the lucky hits at the right time. All right. File's going to go up. You don't need a file, Ed? Okay. I mean, you can just DM me your changes, AJ, if you want. Do you? Okay, yeah, no worries. None at all. Okay. We'll take a short break. So, Etten, you can make some changes too if you want, buddy. Just the break thing. There it is. Put it back up here. Alright, you guys enjoy the music, and we'll be back in 10-ish. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, it is time. The live games to begin. Oh shit. Bad time for that. I've got the Champions Choice songs queued up, and in a very ironic twist of fate, I'm using the YouTube music videos, and they are both from 16 years ago. Very, very ironic. Because the game is stupid. Just finishing up the import here. See a lot of teams that haven't exported. A lot of teams that haven't exported all playoffs. I don't want to hear no bitching when you lose a guy. An ARB or something. Come on. Portland hasn't exported all playoffs. Greg Piper snuck on waivers. Holy. Let's see, who else? I'll call you mofos out. Minnesota hasn't exported all postseason. Portland. Really? Really? You two dopes are the only one who hasn't done anything? Indianapolis. Twins and Portland. Fellas. Is he really on waivers? There's no way. Oh, Craig. Well, it doesn't really matter. He's going to free agency, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I actually do this too sometimes. I'll waive in DAFA a guy just to kind of get a scope of what my lineup looks like for next year and see the holes I need to fill in. I like to do that before the postseason ends. Just so I know who I might want to keep in ARB and stuff, and just having that guy sitting there sometimes gets in the way. They could, but he won't be... I don't think he'll be off waivers in time, right? No, he has 8 days left. He'll never... He's unclaimable. Yeah, the free agency will be before then, so... Irrelevant! Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 5. Yeah, as soon as free agency. Oh, well, no, wait, free agency doesn't hit until the... Yeah, somebody could claim him and actually re-sign him, but not like Craig gives a shit. Chaos. Chaos. I love it. All right, here we go, kids. Roland Otano versus Colin Gammons, maybe? Etton's using daily lineups, I think, so we might get scammed. I guess we'll find out here. No, it is Colin Gammons. There are your lineups. Pittsburgh heading home, trying to save the season, make a series out of it. Mr. Otano looking to pitch for the dub. Good or not. Don't waste any time. Get right on into it. Beautiful Best Buy ballpark. I fucking hate it. Awkward. Bring back actual ballpark names like Candlestick. Or the ballpark at Arlington. No, that one's terrible. Alright, Colin Gammons leading things off. Backs up against the wall from the Pirates. Looks like it's storming out? That's kind of cool. I never noticed the background like that could be like that. What the hell? Here is the first pitch that is gripped and ripped into the corner, but had enough float on it to be caught by Mr. McDonald out there. Uriel Mitchum now, batting .319 in the postseason with 8 dongs and 15 ribs. Yeah, he's been good. That's grounded up the middle. That's McConnell, I believe, at short. It is route number 2, Simon Lewis. Lifted in the air to right. Got quite a bit of it, but in front of the track will be caught. All right, bottom of the first. Roland O'Tonnell. Jake McConnell will lead things off. Hard on the ground to third. That'll be out number 1. Here's Ben's Woodruff batting second. It's gonna just be over the third baseman's head. Sorry, guys. I am fading fast. I'm probably not gonna do the file after this. I'll make some fucking dumb mistakes, that's for sure. That's a little slicer that bounced off the third base wall there and allowed Woodruff to get to second there. So, a 1-out double. Toby Wheeler. Ah, yeah, 148 average. That's my Wheeler. 148 average, 281 OBP, 553 OPS. That's still like a 9-something OPS, 3 homers and 13 ribbies. Who gives a shit about the batting average, bro? Nothing for Wheeler. Here's Hankey. That is grounded to short. Over to first. Yeah, bro. I was up till fucking 3:30 last night and then woke up at 9. Because my phone turned its fucking sleep off and somebody texted me. I got scammed, son. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, by the way, the White Sox are doing all of this without All-Star and Captain Jackie Rosado. By the way. It's my nap time, bro. Ferguson takes a 1-0 walk. Billy Plato, he's been heating up recently, last couple of series. That is not going to get the job done, though. It's out number 1. Miguel Rivera, the first baseman? No, left fielder, excuse me. Goes down swinging for out number 3. Gunnar McCarthy, the 5-hitter. Also 2 o'clock where I am, bruh. That is a liner right at first base. Simon Lewis didn't even move an inch. It went right into his glove. Michael Taylor at the plate. Lifted into center. Got a good piece of it, but got under it enough that Oren Amato can haul it in. Ice cold Alex Mendoza here at the end of the inning. This is lifted high into center. Again, got underneath it enough for Amato to haul it in. Speaking of Amato, he's going to lead off the top of the third for the White Sox. Hard on the ground, McConnell. Oh my God! E6. That is a throwing error on Jake McConnell, and Oren Amato is on the base pass illegally. Can they make something of it? Are you going to see a sack bunt here? Should have seen a sack bunt, probably. Goes to first. They can't double him up. So fielder's choice. Roll line over Warren Morgan. That looks like it has legs into the gap. It does. It bounces. It goes all the way. Stopped right at the wall. Here comes the throw from Hankey. A good one. He's got a pretty okay arm out there. And it's now second and third with only 1 down for Uriel Mitchum. Last guy you want to see right now. Can't walk him. Simon Lewis sitting behind him. They could walk him, I guess. Instead, they pitch to him. This one is going to drop in front. And that is going to score 2 runs. I think maybe they should have walked him. Load the bases and put the force on. Instead, they pitch to the best catcher in the league. And he makes them pay 2-0 for the White Sox. Officially putting the Pirates in the danger zone. Lewis rips one into right. But ranging back and grabbing it is McDonald for out number 2. Ronald Williams on the ground to his counterpart at second for out number 3. Bottom of the third, Rafi Hernandez to lead off. That's just slapped over the first baseman's head. He is kind of a slap hitter, and that is a leadoff man aboard. Emilio McDonald. Surely we might see a sack bunt here? Probably not, though. Looks like he's more of an actual hitter. Another ball slapped to right field. Hernandez had to wait to see if it was caught. It bounces in front. Takes a wide turn at third. First and second, nobody out now. Lineup rolling over for Jake McConnell. Another one slapped through the right-hand side. Onto the glove of the first baseman. Here comes the runner around third. And in there for the first run for the Pirates. No! He was thrown out! Hold on. I'm blind. Wait, what the fuck happened here? The guy at third was thrown out. Holy animations, please, for the love of God. Okay, so the runner scored, but the runner at third was thrown out, it looks like. So we now have McConnell on first with 1 down, but 2-1 for Pittsburgh. Here's Benz Woodruff. Takes a 4-pitch walk. 46 pitches for Mr. Otano already. Here's Toby Wheeler. He's got the pop. That is going to go into the gap. It splits the fielders perfectly. Bounces all the way to the wall. A little bit of a kickoff, but not enough for a favorable bounce. The terrible throw from the center fielder misses the cutoff guy. And Toby Wheeler moves to third on the throw. It's now 3-2 for Pittsburgh. Hankey now up to the dish. That is lifted into right. Got way underneath it. Out number 2. There's McCarthy. That's ripped in the left. That's going to drop in front of the outfielder. And it is 4-2. As Pittsburgh gets to Otano here in the bottom of the third. Michael Taylor now with 2 down and 1 on. That's a slicing little kind of sort of liner. Caught by the third baseman to end the inning, but the Pirates score 4 and get themselves out of the danger zone. Gammon staked to a 2-run lead. Sean Ferguson to lead off. Walked his last time up. Rips one to right. Back. Gone. A solo bolo. Sad that it's a solo bolo with nobody on base, but Ferguson continues to stay hot. I like how the fence out there says OOTP 22. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that tells you last time they updated the ballpark. I guess I'll move my mouse out of the way, right? It's kind of a... Billy Plato. White Sox get back within 1. That is hard on the ground. Woodruff at second, though. Picks it up. Ooh, a bit of a sussy throw, but nice grab by Hernandez. 9-hitter Rivera. Strike 3. Second K for Gammons. Oh, that's not the bottom of the lineup. I'm bad. Ornamato. That one was inside, so a 2-out walk. Amato can run. Gustafson, the 9-hitter. That is going to sneak through. Amato going to round second ahead for third. Here he goes. Here's the throw. And he is in there. Runner moves to second on the throw to third. So second and third with 2 away. A 2-out walk can kill you, man. Warren Morgan's the top of the lineup. High fly ball right in front of the plate. This will not get the job done. As the third baseman, Taylor, will grab it. Bottom of the fourth, Otano continues to pitch. 59 pitches for him. Hard on the ground, but ranging nicely and grabbing it is Jason Gustafson. Number 1. Rafi Hernandez sits down swinging. First K of the day for Otano. And McDonald, the 9-hitter here. On the ground to second. This looks like a 1-2-3 inning for Otano. So 4 innings. I don't know how much more you can ask out of him. Gammons to deal with the 2-3-4 guys. Mitchum starting first. Walk to lead off, and that'll be it. Merv Ledlow comes into the game to face Simon Lewis. Lefty on lefty matchup. Another one high in front of the plate. Third baseman again will catch it in almost the identical spot. Crowd number 1. Here's Ronald Williams. Ripped into left, but hit it a little too hard on a frozen rope. Couple of steps in, and Toby Wheeler had it no problem. Here's Turd Ferguson now with a guy on base. Hit a solo bolo his last time up. This time he... Whoa! Let's check the pitch on that one. That one was just high. So now first and second for Plato. Rip, that's going to get through all the way into center field. Here comes Hankey. He's got a pretty okay arm. Here comes the throw. Rounding third, heading for home. And the throw is not even close. And that is a game-tying RBI from the philosopher, Billy Plato. Now Miguel Rivera. All this with 2 outs still. Strike 3. Watches strike 3, but not before the White Sox can tie the game. Bottom of the 5th, Roland Otano still out there. He settled down after that 4-run third. Top of the lineup here for McConnell. This is the 3rd time they're going to see him, though. A bit dangerous. That shot to the right-hand side Nicely picked up by Lewis and tossed to a covering Otano for out 1. Woodruff on the ground to second. 2. And Toby Wheeler, who's ice cold now. Rips one into left, but hustling in to grab it is going to be Miguel Rivera. Top of the 6th. Official games in the books for the starting pitchers. No decisions right now as it's tied at 4 apiece. Merv Ledlow. Oh, wait, no. Ledlow came in early. Never mind. Otano has his 5 innings in. Ledlow strikes him out for out number 1. Little lazy fly ball into right field for out number 2. Warren Morgan. High fly ball directly in front of home plate. Catcher gonna snag this one for out number 3. That'll be it. 5 innings for Otano. Kept his team in it. All tied at 4. Here comes Katana Nakamura Tahara. He'll face off against Brandon Hankey, who's still nursing that injury, it looks like, by the way. He will strike out the first guy. Gunnar McCarthy. On the ground to third. Over to first for out number 2. Taylor. Goes down swinging. 1-2-3 inning for Tahara. 2-6. 4 runs apiece. 5 hits for the White Sox. 6 for Pittsburgh. And that error did cost them a run back in the third. Real Mitchum, 2-3-4 due up. Mitchum first. On the ground to short. Out number 1, Simon Lewis. Strikes out swinging, and Ronald Williams. Lifted into center, but got under it a little too much. Ah! Yankee able to get underneath it. 7th inning stretch. Oh my god. No, it's the fabled double organ. I think? But don't cut it off! Oh my god, that's even worse! Terrible. Tara out for his 2nd inning of work, only 12 pitches in his 1st inning. He's going to face the 7-8-9 hitters here. Mendoza leading off. Strike out. That'll be it for him. So 4 batters. Now goes to Gunnar Dahlman. Try to keep this a tie game. Lifted into left. Ripped pretty hard, but floating enough that Rivera can snag it for out number 2. Number 9 hitter McDonald. Goes down swinging a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 8th. That's it for Merv Ledlow. Levi Knowlton. Who the fuck is Levi? Wow. Levi Knowlton has not pitched a single ball in the postseason. It is game 5. You lose, it's over. And this guy enters the game. Oh, I mean, he's a rookie. And he wasn't great. He was prone to give up the long ball as a fly ball 45 home run against pitcher. I absolutely fucking hate this with everything in my fibers. But here we go. And who's he facing? A guy who's hot and has 7 home runs. So what's going to happen? He's probably going to strike him out on 3 pitches. Levi Knowlton with the Pirates season on the line. Good luck, kid. Hope you had a solid lunch. He fucking strikes him out, of course. Not 3 pitches, but we called that one. Out number 1. That's it. We came in to face Dirk Ferguson. Is he a righty specialist? Am I missing something? What am I missing here, bro? He is a righty specialist. Holy shit, I'll just shut my fucking mouth. Etten knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. You're kidding me, man. Yemen's into the game. Holy fuck, he's been bad. 7.71 ERA. Well, you need a turn of fortune here, buddy, or it's GG. Plato, we grounded to short. Out number 2. Miguel Rivera, the 7-hitter. That's going to be ripped into right field. The 2-out single for Rivera. Dan's not very pleased, no doubt about it. Here's Amato. There goes the runner. Throw from McCarthy, not in time. Miguel Rivera steals second base, and he is the go-ahead run sitting out there. He will score on anything touching grass in the outfield. And Amato strikes out swinging, a massive strikeout. They go to the bottom of the 8th. Gunnar Dahlman remains in the game. Jake McConnell, the top of the lineup, coming through. McConnell's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. On the ground to second. Williams were the first out, number 1. It's like my kid is texting me. Benz Woodruff, 1 for 2 today with a walk, I'm going to say. Be a couple walks, actually. Oh, we better check the pitch box on that one. No, that was definitely low and inside. So the go-ahead run sits on first base. He's a pretty decent runner. But Toby Wheeler has gone ice cold here. He does have 1 hit for 2 ribbies today, though.
Strike 3.
He just sits there and watches strike 3. That'll be it for Dahlman. Beck and Harold now into the game. He's been amazing for the White Sox. 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 13 Ks in 15 innings at a 1.17 ERA. Brandon Hankey still nursing that injury. He's 0 for 3 today. Can he give his team the lead and a chance to win? There goes the runner. Well, that's not gonna help when you're running into a fucking out with your best fucking player or one of your best hitters at the plate. That might be one of the stupidest things I've ever seen this game do, but alrighty then. Jackson Stevenson. As we go to the top of the 9th, tied at 4. 9-1-2 due up here. Uriel will get a chance to bat. Gustafson to his counterpart at short. Out number 1. A high throw. Hauled in by Rafi Hernandez. Top of the lineup, Warren Morgan. 1 for 4 today. Shoots one into left while hustling in his Wheeler for out number 2. So Mitchum comes to the plate with the bases empty. He's 1 for 3 with 2 ribs today. Leads the team in homers. Swings on a garbage fastball inside. Pressure got to him. Go to the bottom of the 9th. The Pittsburgh Pirates have a chance to walk it off and stay alive. Beck and Harold looking to keep his team. Hit it and send it to extras. There's the rock and roll, dude. That's a little flipper that's going to go over the shortstop's head, and the winning run is on the base paths, and it's Brandon Hankey. Pretty sure he's a good runner. He's a great runner. Gunnar McCarthy now 1 for 3 today. That's on the ground. Sneaks by the diving shortstop. The winning run sits at second base with nobody out. Duncan Cook comes in the game. Michael Taylor, 0 for 3 today. Ripped into right. Hankey has to hold up. Here comes the throw home. No, Hankey had to hold up. It was ripped so hard he wasn't sure it was going to be caught, and you don't want to hit into a double play. So the bases are loaded for Alexander Mendoza, who's ice cold and 0 for 3, but there's still nobody out. Lots of chances. That's going to do it, I think, deep into right. Tagging up is Hankey. Here comes the throw. It's not even close. And Pirates will walk it off on a sac fly. We have Game 6. Wow. Sean Ferguson, your player of the day. 39 degrees this game. Cold AF in Pittsburgh. got game 6, fellas. Here we go. Ferguson, Otano, and Mitchum, all White Sox as your performers of the day when Pittsburgh wins the game. Alrighty then. And the White Sox will not defend their championship in 5. That's how many it took last year. Did you know the Cascades went 92-70 in 23-7, making the playoffs that season? The team's top pitcher that year was Jeff Frost, with the following line: 17-10, 3.28 ERA, 220 innings pitched, a 1.7 WHIP, 10.3 Ks per 9, and a 4.7 WAR. Did you know? Okay, here we go. Game 6, Sancho Ortega versus, oh my god, not Ranowski. Bro has been the epitome of bad for 3 games in a row. 1.2, 3.22, giving up 5 runs every single time. Yikes. Sancho Ortega's 3-1 with a 2.42 ERA. Here we go. I'll fuck around. Good luck, and off we go. Back in guaranteed rate field for game 6. To Ranowski, Jake McConnell will lead off. Let's do the spinneroonie and get things going. On the ground, second. Number 1. Nice golf clap from the fans. Woodruff hugs the line down first. That's going to be out number 2. And Toby Wheeler rips one into right. That has legs. Back, and just over the fence. And a solo bolo as the fans go mild. 354-foot dinger. Ice cold Wheeler puts Pittsburgh on top in the first. Here's Hankey. That's a little looper that's going to get over the shortstop's head, fall in front of the center fielder. A little lazy single there for Hankey. Again, he can run. He might take off for second. McCarthy, there he goes. First pitch, not in time. Hankey moves to second. Shit, he might go for third too. Would be stupid to, but he might. McCarthy strikes out anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Wheeler puts the Pittsburgh Pirates on top. So Ortega staked to a lead before he even touches the rubber. Colmer rips it to left, but right at Toby Wheeler for out number 1. Here's Ferguson. Goes down swinging for out number 2. And Mitchum goes down swinging. Nice clean inning for Ortega with 2 Ks. Ah, sweet water. Ranowski back to the mound. Michael Taylor. It's on the ground to first. Out number 1. Alexander Mendoza. He's been pretty terrible this series. Well, little slapper over the second baseman will do the trick, and a 1. Fuck me. Excuse me. A little 1-out single for Mendoza. Bring Rafi Hernandez to the plate. The weak grounder just past the pitcher. Gonna not have a play. Both guys run. What? Excuse me? Wow. White Sox have paid off the umpires. That was not even fucking close. There goes the runner, slow as shit. But it doesn't matter, because Mitchum had to wipe his ass with the ball first, apparently, before he threw. Runner in scoring position, ripped high and deep into center, back, but just in front of the track. Hauled in by Amato for out number 3. Ronald Williams lead off here in the bottom of the second. Hard hit to third, nicely handled over there by Michael Taylor for out number 1. Here's Plato. That is a 4-pitch walk. Bringing up Rohan Riley. Into center, but charging hard. Nice grab by Hankey. Out number 2. And somebody struck out. I didn't see who it was. Amato struck out to end the inning. High fly ball. Whoa, that has some English on it, son. Caught to the right of first base. What the fuck was that? Woodruff rips in the center. This could have legs. Going back on the track. The deep little gap there in center field. Saving a home run for the White Sox. That little jut out, you can see it at the back here. Toby Wheeler, he had that solo bolo last time up. This one's ripped into left. Didn't get enough of this one. Be hauled in by his counterpart out there. Rohan Riley. Warren Morgan will lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Down swinging on 3 pitches, Gustafsson. Up the middle, and he's got a hit. I think he might be breaking out of his little slump here. That allows Colmer to come up to the dish and strike out on 3 pitches. Now Ferguson with a man on base. Strikes out swinging. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Ferguson. Not what you want to see from your on-fire best hitter right now. Brandon Hankey to lead off. Top of the 4th. 1 for 1 today. Ripped into center. Oh, nice jumping grab out there by Amato to save what would surely have been a triple, potentially an in-the-park homer. Nice grab. McCarthy slaps one in the air. A little confusion as to who's going to grab it, but the second baseman ends up hauling it in. Route number 2, Michael Taylor now with 2 down and nobody on. That one was just inside for ball 4. Go a walk brings Mendoza to the plate. It's a hit and run, so they got to go to first, but it was hit hard enough. It won't matter. Ortega back on the mound. Only 33 pitches to his name through 3 innings. Being off against Mitchum. That's like a slap hit? I don't know what that was. You're kidding me. It was like a slap hit. And Uriel Mitchum channeled his motherfucking Usain Bolt ass all the way down here. Guys, he's a terrible runner. But it's game 6 of the World SCS, baby. Excuse me. Wow, you don't see that every day. Williams goes down swinging. Let's see if the White Sox can get rewarded for Mitchum's hustle. Here's Plato. No, he goes down swinging too. And Rohan Riley, he goes down swinging too. I guess that pissed Ortega off because he just struck out the side after that goofy little Mitchum play. But the 5th remains 1-0. Baranowski at least has not pitched poorly. Rafi Hernandez lifted in the left. That'll be out number 1. Gotta be happy with what you got out of Baranowski here. McDonald, the 9-hitter now. Shot on the ground to first. It was hard hit. No, they are going to give an error. Boy, that was ripped. I don't know if we... Oh, Billy Plato is playing first base. My bad. And Williams is at 3rd. Oh, I see. Colmer's in 2nd because of the lefty pitching. Understood. So Ranowski's out of the game after 4 1/3. But again, you can't be upset with what you got from him. McDonald can run. Here's Jake McConnell. I'm wondering if we might see a little sacrifice here. No, there goes the runner. Okay, and this time Mitchum didn't take the time to wipe his ass with the ball. Just decided to throw it down and see you later, McDonald. Runner erased. And then strikes him out. I missed the pitcher who came in the game. We'll look at him next inning. Mato now for the White Sox. Lifted in the left. For 1. Warren Morgan. A 4-pitch walk from Ortega, 2nd walk of the game. He also has 9 Ks to his name. That brings up Gustafsson. He seems to have busted out of his little slump. But this is a tailor-made to 2nd for 1st. No! What the bejesus? Alright, they don't have time to make the turn. And no double play there. So the inning continues for Colmer. Another 4-pitch walk. Ortega seems to be losing the strike zone here. That allows Ferguson to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. He watches strike 3. 4 strikeouts in a row for Sean Ferguson. Yeah, losing that hot tag. I was wondering when that was going to come because he is all of a sudden just not able to put the bat on the ball or even swing at the ball. It's got the yips or something. Isaac Palumbo's the pitcher for White Sox. Benz Woodruff, top of the 6th, still 1-0 on that one solo bolo back in the first from Wheeler. There's a little slapper up the middle. Benz Woodruff is on the base pass. That's it for Palumbo. Kelly Biggs comes in. Why? Why take out the lefty? How many times are they gonna watch this shit, bro? Why would you take the lefty out to put a righty in against Toby Wheeler, who just had a fucking homer? So stupid. Kelly Biggs into the game for the White Sox. Wheeler slaps one on the ground and beats it out. Wow. So hits one into the seats and hits one about 5 feet in front of the plate that slowly rolls to the pitcher. First and second, nobody out here for Brandon Hankey. Goes down swinging. Gunnar McCarthy, same situation. 1 out, 2 on. Goes down swinging. And Michael Taylor lifts one to left. So first and second, nothing cooking for the Pirates. Sancho Ortega out for his 6th inning work. Still 67 pitches through 5 innings. Still averaging about 13 pitches an inning, which is pretty good. 2, 3, 4 hitters are about to see him for the 3rd time, though. Could be some dangerous stuff. Ariel Mitchum here. 1 for 2. Whoa. That's a little floater deep in the hole and short. And that is going to slowly bounce into left field. Mitchum has had the 2 goofiest singles I've seen in a while in his last 2 at-bats, but he's on the base pass. That's it. Konstantin Yelman's into the game. Ortega leaving in line for the win. Ronald Williams with Mitchum on base. Fuck, we got all kinds of shit going on. That is ripped into center, but floating out there for Hankey to grab for out number 1. Billy Plato now. On the ground, this could be 2 to second for 1 to first for 2. There's the tailor-made. Erasing the Mitchum single in a 1-2-3 inning. So it's into the bullpen now for the Pirates. Bullpen still for the White Sox. Top of the 7th, still 1-0 on a solo home run from Wheeler in the first. 5 hits for the Pirates, 3 for the White Sox. 1 error for the White Sox of no consequence. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up. Alexander Mendoza first. Grounder to second. Colmer over to first for out number 1. That'll do it. Nakamoto Tahara, the Katana, into the game now. Rafi Hernandez will be the first guy he faces. On the ground to short. Gustafson over to first for out number 2. And Emilio McDonald. Watches strike 3. Here we go. 7th inning stretch time. Did we get the real thing? Probably not. Oh, I can hear some of the fans singing. Fucking so... Dude. They might as well not even play it. It's so bad. Oh, that's it for Yeomans. KJ Tyndall into the game now. Start the bottom of the 7th. Rohan Riley, 6-hitter, due up first. That is a liner right back to the pitcher for out number 1. Pirates hanging on to this slim 1-run lead. Ora Amato. What was that? It looked like some kind of a screwball, but that's strike 3. Now Warren Morgan. Ripped into center. Hankey hustling. Can't get it. It drops in front. But he does stop it from going to the wall. It doesn't matter, though. Morgan slides into second with a 2-out double. Hankey probably saving that from being a triple. Gustafson, we talked about how he's coming out of his slump a little bit. The 9-hitter, can he get the job done? The backup shortstop playing for Jackie Rosado. Ripped into right. It's going to drop. That's going to score the tying run. Gustafson rounds first, heads for second. Here's the throw. And he will stand up at second, and the game is tied. Backup shortstop, Heroics. That's the Sky I know. Now the lineup rolls over for Chris Colmer. Sorry, Carson Colmer. He lifts one into right. That will end the inning, but the White Sox have tied the game. They have a chance now to win it at home if they can just hold the Pirates to no runs. Tahara comes up for his second inning of work. McConnell, the leadoff man, will lift it to left, out number 1. Ends Woodruff. Lifted high and deep. The fielders don't even move, and the Pirates retake the lead on the rookie, committing the lefty-on-lefty crime. Fans are stun-locked. The tie game did not last very long. Welcome to the Sky, kid. And some fans cheer, apparently. Aiden Cook into the game now for the White Sox. Obviously want to try to keep it to a 1-run difference. That's a 4-pitch walk to Wheeler. You don't want to do that. Brandon Hankey with Wheeler on the base paths. That's ripped first. They go to first to take the run. They're not going to get the leading runner. No, he sits at second. So Wheeler sits at second with 2 down here for Gunnar McCarthy. Lifted into center. That's going to drop in front. We're going to have a play at the plate. Wheeler rounds third, heads for home. Here comes the throw. It is offline, and the Pirates score another one, 3-1. Dahlman into the game now. Bullpen faltering at the worst time for the White Sox. Where have we heard this one before? Bottom of the 8th. KJ Tyndall returns to the mound. Ferguson, 0 for 3. Has struck out his last 4 at-bats. Going back to last game. Little flare into second. Gets by Woodruff. Oh boy. And the tying runs at the base. At home plate. Excuse me. Ariel Mitchum. Ferguson on. Nobody out. The White Sox rally. Mitchum on the ground. This looks like it could be tailor-made to second for 1 to first for 2. The worst possible outcome. The Rock Gods apparently love it, though. Didn't AJ say last year that always comes up when there's going to be a ground out? A leadoff runner erasing double play. Absolute giga rally killer here. That is a full count walk to Ronald Williams. So again, the tying run comes to the plate. It's Billy Plato. He's got pop, especially against a lefty who gets put into the game against him. Makes zero fucking sense. That completely tracks.
Strike 3.
Watches strike 3 down the middle. And that is it. Pirates last chance to add insurance here in the top of the 9th. Gunnar Dahlman is around. Strikes out Mendoza. Here's Hernandez. Hard on the ground to second, but picked up by Colmer for out number 2. Emilio McDonald, the 9-hitter. Watches strike 3, so here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Jackson Stevenson looking to close it out. Send Pittsburgh back home to Game 7 after being down 3-1. Rohan Riley, the 7-hitter. Riley, Amato, Morgan due up. I imagine we see a pinch hitter for Morgan. Rohan Riley due up first, 0 for 3 today. On the ground, he can run. He's going to be safe. The tying run is at the plate in Oren Amato. Lifted into center. Got under it too much. Out number 1. No pinch hitter for Warren Morgan. Outside ball for the SCS winning run. Steps to the plate in Jason Gustafson, who is actually heating up after being in a slump. Again, the backup catcher for an injured Rosado. Backup shortstop heroics are a thing in this league. Can he do it? If he cannot hit into a double play, the lineup rolls over to Colmer, who's had a walk-off homer this postseason. And Ferguson behind him. It's another walk. The bases are loaded. Gustafson is the winning run at first base. They go to Kevin Alessandroni, the longtime veteran, longtime Blue Jay, has been in the pen for the Pirates the last couple years, I think. He's got to face Carson Colmer, who had a huge two-run walk-off last series, I believe. A base hit will tie the game most likely, unless it's ripped. We could have a play at the plate. Who knows? Carson Colmer to face Kevin Alessandroni, future Hall of Famer. Ripped into center. Caught. Not going to be a play at the plate. Hanky with a great arm. That now brings up Sean Ferguson. Probably the best hitter for the White Sox, except for very recently where he's K'd a lot. Had to hit his last time up. But other than maybe Mitchum, this is the guy you want at the plate. High deep to right field. The White Sox will walk it off. Turd Ferguson sends the Pirates home shitting their pants. And the White Sox are back-to-back champions. Holy shit, what a finish. What a finish.
One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah.
That was your champion's choice. You'll hear the full song on the outro. Wow, what? Dude, that's Daft Punk one more time. It's a 16-year-old song. What is wrong with you? Terrible take. Yeah, respect the Daft Punk, man. Holy shit, guys. Have we ever seen a walk-off grand slam to win the SCS? I don't think so. What a finish. I'm fucking awake now. That was wild. I hate that I clicked off the field for the guys, but look at this WPA graph, man. This is like 90+%. And then Turd takes a shit all over it and wins the game with a walk-off grand slam. Holy shit. After 4 Ks in a row and he loses his fire. That's Ferguson's second walk-off to win the SCS in a row. Wow. Yeah, you would put my fucking name out there, you son of... I was going to say it anyway. This is a guy I could have had. Mr. Clutch Ferguson, more like it. Holy man. What a finish. Back-to-back years. Exciting shit. The league is on fire. Except for those of you who didn't export during the playoffs. Shame. Shame on you. You know who you are. Still, though, an absolutely giga hell of a run by the Pirates. We're going to see them back in the postseason next year. I would put good money on it. And I do believe that this is the first back-to-back West champion since the LA Dodgers in the early 50s. The only other back-to-back West champions? Oh wait, nobody. The only 2 West, aka American League teams to go back-to-back were the LA Dodgers in the early 51 and 52, and now the White Sox in 60 and 61. Pretty impressive stuff. Yeah, we don't talk about that team. They're dead. They're dead. DOA. Bob ruined them. GG, Bob. All right, kids. I should save this shit. I will work on the file. It'll probably be up in roughly an hour. I'm going to go slap myself a little bit, maybe get a coffee, and get her done. Because if I nap first, Jason might send a fucking hit squad to my house. Been threatened into work. Bad, man. Another great season, man. Obviously I'm slightly biased, but E-Draft feels like a success to me, man. Rivalries at an all-time high. Yeah, the parity isn't there yet, but I do think it's going to get there in about year 5-ish. But yeah, shit's hopping, man. I'm excited. No, I'm doing the file. I'm hyped up after that shit, dude. I'm hyped up. All right. I will see you guys Monday morning for the draft lottery. The train keeps rolling. The one-day Shabos is back. We'll never do a double again. That was so fucking cursed. And we'll see you for 2062. This year I'm going to try really hard to work around the dev labs. I'm going to make the first sim post free agency end exactly at the end of the dev labs instead of the 31st. So we'll see what we can finagle. Ah, yeah, MVPs. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting something. He's got to be, right? Yeah. Sean Ferguson with back-to-back SCS MVPs. No doubt, baby. What a player. Why'd I trade? You know what? I love guys like this. Like, he's good, but he's not great during the regular season. But man, come the postseason, this guy has it. He's got the clutch gene. No doubt about it. Yeah, wait, what? He wasn't player of the game? There's absolutely no earthly way he was not player of the game. What? Sancho Ortega. This game's fucking stupid, man. I really wish the devs would watch our stream of this one time and be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm certain at least a couple times they'd be like, wait, what the fuck? Not that it would make a difference, but... Anyway, rant over. File in roughly an hour. GG's. See you guys Monday for some sweet Sinatra and Rod Stewart at the Draft Lotto. Bye. Enjoy Daft Punk one more time. A 16-year-old song. Put some goddamn respect on their name.
One more time. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time. I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate, don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate one more time. One more time. One more time. A celebration. You know we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. Alright, we're gonna celebrate one more time. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate.